All right, hey everyone, and welcome to MetaCast. I'm John,
And I'm Maya.
and we're diving deep today into all the big announcements from Samsung's Galaxy S25 Unpacked event. We're getting all our info from a great write-up over at Engadget, so make sure you check that out.
Yeah, tons to talk about.
So to kick things off, Samsung unveiled their new Galaxy S25 lineup. You've got the S25, the S25 Plus,
Of course.
and the one everyone's really buzzing about, the S25 Ultra. Titanium body, Gorilla Glass armor too. I mean, this thing sounds like it could survive anything.
It really does. And the Ultra definitely packs the most punch out of the three. But honestly, the specs themselves aren't that different from the S24 series. It seems like Samsung's kind of shifting their focus away from just pure hardware and more towards, well, intelligence.
Yeah, for sure. They're making a big deal about all these new AI-powered features, calling it an AI-integrated OS, which, could just be marketing speak, but still. They've got this personal data engine thing that's supposed to analyze, like, everything you do on the phone. Text, images, videos, even audio. What's your take on all that?
Well, this is where things get interesting. They're going for this multimodal AI approach, combining all sorts of different data to learn your habits and, anticipate what you need.
So it's like having a super smart assistant that's constantly learning and evolving based on how you use the phone.
Exactly. Take AI Select, for example. You could be watching a YouTube video and it'll suggest turning it into a GIF or reading an article, and it automatically pulls up related info from the web.
So no more endless scrolling through search results. That actually sounds pretty useful. But I got to ask, what about privacy? This personal data engine is basically gathering data on everything you do.
Yeah, that's a legitimate concern and something Samsung's definitely going to have to be transparent about. Users need to know what data is being collected, how it's being used, and most importantly, they got to have control over their privacy settings.
Absolutely. Nobody wants their phone spying on them, all right? Okay, moving on to another cool feature, the audio eraser.
Right?
So they're saying this AI can magically remove unwanted background noise from videos. Is that even realistic?
Well, noise-canceling technology has come a long way, and AI is a big part of that.
Right,
The
yeah.
question is, how well will it actually work in real life? Background noise can be pretty unpredictable.
Right, so maybe don't ditch those noise-canceling headphones just yet. Speaking of features that seem inspired by other companies, remember Apple's Dynamic Island? Well, Samsung's introduced their own version, the Now Bar. It's this pill-shaped widget that pops up with reminders and summaries. Is this just Samsung playing catch-up, or is there something more to it?
It's true, the Now bar has some similarities, but Samsung's integrating it with their Now Brief feature, which gives you personalized summaries throughout the day.
Okay, so it's like taking inspiration but adding their own twist.
Ex-
And speaking of twists, they also teased this super slim phone, the Galaxy S25 Edge. Didn't reveal much, though. Could this be hinting at a whole new design direction for smartphones?
It's certainly piqued everyone's interest. They only showed quick glimpses of the design, but it looks like they're playing with new form factors, maybe pushing the boundaries of the traditional smartphone design and trying something totally new.
Now that would be exciting, a whole new era of phone shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about those less flashy but still important updates to Samsung Wallet.
Absolutely.
Okay, so instant installment, that's their take on buy now, pay later, built right into the phone.
Right.
So it's like they're turning our phone into full-on financial hugs.
Yeah.
And then there's tap to transfer, kind of like Apple's tap to cash, but with a twist. You can use it with any app or any card, not just Samsung Pay.
Right, so they're making it way more accessible.
Yeah, smart move. So it feels like Samsung's thinking bigger, going beyond just hardware this time. They're building this whole ecosystem of services powered by AI, from entertainment and productivity to even finances. What do you think this all means for the future of smartphones?
Well, it's clear that AI is no longer just a buzzword. It's becoming the core of how we interact with our devices. Samsung's betting on a future where your phone knows you, anticipates your needs, and just fits seamlessly into every aspect of your life.
So it's not just a phone anymore, it's like an extension of ourselves.
Exactly. And this Galaxy S25 launch could be the first step in that direction.
Wow, that's pretty profound.
It is.
So are we ready for a phone that knows us better than we know ourselves?
That's a great question.
That's one for our listeners to think about.
Definitely.
And now let's talk about something that might be interesting for parents out there. The Galaxy Watch for kids.
Okay.
Now, before anyone gets too excited, it's not a brand new smartwatch, right?
No, not exactly. It's more of a software update specifically for their Galaxy Watch 7.
Right, the one with cellular.
Exactly. Seems like Samsung, working with Google on this one, might have taken some inspiration from Apple.
Yeah, very similar to Apple Watch for kids.
Yeah.
So parents can manage everything from their phone, activate the eSIM, and boom, their kid's got a connected watch, no smartphone needed.
Yep.
But the first question any parent's going to ask is, what about safety?
Well, Samsung's included a whole bunch of parental controls.
Okay.
You can choose which apps are allowed on the watch, set do not disturb times, like for school, even track your kid's location if you want.
So it sounds like they're trying to find that balance,
Yeah,
giving kids some freedom, but also giving parents peace of mind.
definitely. And they've even got kid-friendly apps, watch faces, stuff to make it fun for them.
Right. Got to keep the kids engaged. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. New phones with all that AI stuff, that mysterious Edge phone, Samsung Wallet's getting a revamp, and even a watch for the kids. It's a lot.
Yeah, feels like Samsung's really pushing to be at the forefront of this whole AI-powered tech wave.
So with all that in mind, what do you think this strategy tells us about the future of smartphones? What's the big picture here?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that they see AI as the key, like the thing that's really going to set them apart. It's not just about adding some cool features, it's about changing the whole way we use our devices.
Right.
They want our phones to be more than just tools. They want them to be partners, assistants, almost like...
Extensions of ourselves.
Exactly. And this Galaxy S25 launch, it could be the first step in that direction.
All right, well, that pretty much wraps up our deep dive into Samsung's Galaxy S25 Unpacked event.
Yep, tons to unpack.
Huge thanks to everyone for listening to MetaCast today.
Always a pleasure.
We hope this gave you a better sense of what Samsung's up to and what it all might mean for the future of, well, all this tech we use.
And we want to hear from you. Head over to our social media. Tell us what you think about all this AI stuff. Are you excited, worried? Let's have a conversation.
And if you want to dive deeper into all the details, check out the Engadget article. We've got a link for you in the show notes.
Definitely check it out.
That's all for us today, folks.
Until next time.
Stay curious out there.